Yo, welcome in everyone. Welcome back to yet another video. This time we're going to be talking about not only Texas Chain Saw Massacre, but a little bit about Killer Klowns. And I mainly want to touch on what are some things that TCM can learn from the upcoming Killer Klowns game, which releases tomorrow. What can they learn to make it better? So Gun, if you're out there, have a little listen. There's not a ton, because honestly these games are very, very different, but there's a few things which, I think a lot of people liked about Killer Klowns that I think could be really nice in Texas Chain Saw Massacre, the game. The first one being the cosmetics. It's kind of insane how different these two games kind of handled cosmetics. Not necessarily that one's better or worse than the other, but I mean, if you look at the clowns and the humans in Killer Klowns, there's so much customization on both sides. I mean, you can literally make your character as accurate to you as you want, as close to a celebrity, as close to, a media character. I saw someone do a really good Steve from Stranger Things. I think, there's a lot that you can do there to customize hair, eyes, all the clothes, top, bottoms. You can mix and match. It's really, really cool. Now in Texas Chainsaw, some of this won't necessarily work, as we have characters. It's not a create your own character, and that's totally fine. I'm fine with that. I like the set characters we do have in Texas. I think if they did introduce, a create your own character, I'm not sure it would have the same effect of the game. So in that regards, I don't like that. But I do think having the ability to mix and match your tops, your bottoms for your character is super cool. Another thing in Texas that people have been requesting is, makeup. Well, you got makeup in Killer Klowns. Another one would be different hairstyles. You got that in Killer Klowns. All of those things, just a little bit of extra, more detailed customizations would be huge. And it would be fine too. I can't really see a reason why it would be bad. You don't have to go crazy with some of these things. If we want to stick to the vibe of the game, I get that and respect that. But a little customization, everyone likes that. There's no downside really. So that's my first one I'd like to say. Cosmetic wise, there's a ton of cosmetics in this game too. I know obviously their methods are a little different. I think Gun is learning about, that. I'm really, really, really hoping that they kind of do have something cooking up about getting some more cosmetics into the game. It was really nice. We did get the black cosmetics for when you reach level 99. I think I want more of that. I need more of that. We had some more of that in Friday the 13th level based unlocks. Again, they have that exact same thing in Killer Klowns, and I'd love to see more of that in TCM. Now, to go along with that a little bit, we've got all these challenges in Killer Klowns, and it's don't get me wrong, there's a lot of them at first, maybe a little overwhelming, but again, it's something to strive for. You see these challenges, you finish a challenge, you get a cosmetic. How cool is that? That is awesome. And I just think that, if they could somehow integrate that into Texas Chain Saw Massacre, it would be amazing. And again, maybe they're already cooking all this stuff up. We don't know. We've still got the virtual cabin, slated to come sometime. Maybe with hands, maybe not. We'll see. They have been giving us some really nice cosmetics recently. We just got the Connie ones that came out last week. They're super cool. So, I think the game is in a really good state. Lobbies are pretty good. You find lobbies quick. The backfill seems to be getting a little bit better as well. It's not an instant player load in, but it's definitely improved. I think there's no doubt about that. But yeah, these are the big things that I just think would be amazing if they could somehow bring some of this or all of this into Texas Chain Saw Massacre. I think that there wouldn't be anyone that would have a complaint with it. If you do have a complaint, let me know what it is in the comments. I am genuinely curious. I mean, that's all I have to say about that for the most part. Give me some challenges, give me some rewards for these challenges. You can increase the player level to get even more challenges and even more rewards. Who knows what the level cap's going to be increased to? 150, 200, who knows? Give more for players to strive to do. And I think challenges help with that. Over in Dead by Daylight, they've got the daily challenges, they've got the tomes, which are constantly coming out. that might be a bit much for this game because the way, the way the system works with the cosmetics and how they're distributed. They could change up their model, don't get me wrong. Maybe they'll add more cosmetics. They'd really have to be pushing them out, I think, to do some sort of rift or battle pass. But I'm not against that. I think battle passes are sort of becoming the norm in the game, the gaming industry. I've heard some rumblings about a battle pass for Killer Klowns. Ultimately, we'll see. The game relaunches tomorrow, and who knows, that could be down the future for that game as well. But yeah, so I think these are the big things I wanted to highlight. A couple of the other ones that I think were maybe worth mentioning. The tutorials are pretty short, sweet, to the point. In Killer Klowns, you learn what you need to learn. You don't have to watch an uber long video. And I've talked about this in the past. I think the videos are great. Obviously, the visual representation is awesome for those who learn better that way, but they're a little long. There's no audio. Granted, there's no audio in Killer Klowns either, but just a small thing. I think having maybe some more concise, just like slide-based tutorials in TCM would be nice for all these newer players coming in. I'll say recently I've been seeing some big name streamers stream TCM. We had, True Talent's pretty big streamer. He's been on it recently. Sakisha, I think is how you say it, has been on it. Lyric was streaming just the other day, and the category had like 20,000 viewers on Twitch, which is crazy good for the game, bringing in new players, getting the name out there to, a larger audience who might not otherwise be interested. And yeah, honestly, this is gonna wrap it up for me for now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you like to see any of this? Have you played Killer Klowns? Do you like Killer Klowns? I know they're very, very different games. I like them both so far. I guess we'll see once the big release day comes for Killer Klowns, whether it holds true or not. But my heart is still with TCM for now, with a little bit of Killer Klowns on the side, and that's okay. As long as you're happy playing games, that's what life is about. So yeah, hope to hear from you in the comments. If you've made it this far, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already. I appreciate you all. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.